Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time passing by, a warm akwaba to you. Today on the menu is Diehu TZ TuoZaafi. Let's jump into the video. So these are the ingredients I'm going to use. In fact, some of the ingredients I'm going to use. I will show you the remaining ones whilst we go along. So now I will start with the spices. So there goes in my cloves, calabash nuts, fennel seeds, aniseed. I've already added my garlic. I'm chopping my onions, ginger, and I will add it to the blender. Add 1 Maggi tablet, which is the shrimp. Then this is dawadawa. I will blend everything together. So now my oxtail goes in meat, shaki, and this is a body. That's what I know the Nigerians call it, a body. I think the Ghanaians call it bufru or something. If you know, please comment below. Then added 1 tablespoon salt, 1 tablespoon my homemade all pepper spice. Then I added the blend, mix it together, and look at that. It smells so nice, it smells so good. I've not even started cooking, but the place is smelling so nice. So I'll cover it and put it on my fire. No adding water because the meat is going to produce its own stock. Then I added a little bit of salt to my mackerel. I'll add water to it, then boil that one as well. And this is my ayoyo leaf. Yeah, this is the frozen one. The fresh one wasn't looking so good. It wasn't looking so fresh for me at the market, so I couldn't buy a lot, so I decided to buy the frozen one. I think when you go to any supermarket shop, you will get some of the frozen one. So if you want some, you can try any supermarket shop around where you are. So this is how I take the leaves from the branch, and as I said, it's not that fresh at all, but I will use it like that. And this is my okro. The same thing applies to the okro. I think today I wasn't lucky because the okro too wasn't looking fresh for me. So I'm going to take the seeds out so that my ayoyo soup will not be very white. Yeah, I want it very green. So look at that. You see the seeds? Yeah, the seeds is not even nice. It's coming brown color bees one line. Yeah, so when you take it out like this, when you blend it, at least you won't get it 100% green, but it will be better than you blending with the seed as well. So that's the seed, and look at that, what we achieved. Yeah, so I'll wash everything. I've washed the okra, and this is the leaves as well. I've added more onions to my blend. I'm going to blend it together because I'm going to start with the stew. Now the flavor in my kitchen, you need to try this, then you tell me. It smells so good. It smells so good. Everywhere is smelling So now I will add in my Ghana wele. Yeah, I have some wele in it already, but that one is the kotodwe skin, you know. Yeah, I took the bone out. That one was hard, but with the Ghana wele it's not hard. That's why I'm adding it now, because I want the stock to infuse it as well so that it will get that taste. Yeah, so I'll cover it now. It's done. I'll put it aside and let's start with the stew. With the Ayoyo stew, we use the red oil, which I know the tradition, the Northerners use red oil. By me personally, I've used the vegetable oil or the sunflower oil as well, and it tastes so good as well. One day I will share that recipe with you as well. But if you want the tradition, Diehu is red oil. So I blend my okra, and look at that. You see that you cannot see that brown. If I should have blended it with the seed, you will see it's very brown. Yeah, as I said, it's not that green, but at least it's better than none. So now I'm going to blend my ayoyo leaves, but that one I'm just going to give it about 4 or 5 pours. Yeah, if today is your first time passing by, a warm akwaba to you. My name is Imelda. Please feel free to subscribe. Join this amazing and wonderful family. So my water is on fire. I want the water to boil before we start with the Ayoyo soup. Now with my stew, I've added in my homemade ginger and garlic paste. So now let's go back to the water. I'm adding in bitter salt. Yeah, that's the ikiln in my water. It will help it to become very slimy. And I went back to my stew, stir it. As I said, we are cooking together, so we will move from one side to another. I add in 3 tablespoons of tomato puree, and the smell, oh, the flavor, it smells so good. So I'm going to use that pepper, only 3, yes, because my brother, he doesn't love pepper, but for me, actually, and now you know us, we are pepper fan. So I use this canned tomato, the plum one. I use about 4 of them, blend it very nicely, then added it to my stew. I will cover it, then we'll concentrate on the ayoyo soup. So now I'm adding in my okro first. Yeah, I will stir very well for it to mix very well before I will add in the leaves. So now I'm adding in the leaves, mix also very nicely. Then I'll bring in the frozen one as well. To my old subscribers, thank you for being with me always. And to my new subscribers, God bless you for joining this amazing and wonderful family. As I said, if you've not joined this family, please do so by clicking on the subscribe button and your notification bell. God bless you. So you see how green it is? Yeah. Then I added more water, stir it very nicely, and look at that. Look at that green. This deal was so nice, you see. So I try mixing it so that everything mixes very well. Look at that. It's very slimy. It's looking good. If you don't want it too slimy, please don't add a kiln or bicarbonate of soda. Look at that. I'm making a mess. And now I'm adding in shrimp powder and herrings powder. Then I add in my dawadawa, and that dawadawa, and I added in cassava, which is the herrings. Yeah, so it is done. With ayoyo soup, when you are making and you add more of what I added right now, like seasoning it too much, the slime goes off. Yeah, so now I added in some fish, yeah, that's mackerel, to my stew, and I'm adding in shrimp powder as well, white pepper, 1 tablespoon, and also my crushed black pepper as well. The stew is almost done now. I'm going to add a little bit stock, then stir, cover it, then I'll come back and check again. And look at that. It's looking nice. So now I'm going to add some of my meat and see if I should add all or I will leave some. So now I stir very nicely. And one thing that I know with Ayoyo stew or TuoZaafi stew, the stew is not supposed to be very thick. Yeah, I think they call it soup. Yeah, but we call it stew. If I'm wrong, please, you may correct me. So this is the corn flour. Yeah, the corn flour is like the agidi that I share with you some months ago. That's how they make the flour. They take the chaff from the corn and blend. So now the water I put on the fire has boiled. I'm going to make porridge out of this. Yeah, so as you saw me doing, I put the corn flour in the water, a cold water, mix it, brought it to a very smooth texture, then pour it in my boiled water. As I said, I'm making porridge out of it now. So I will cover it for it to boil. And look at the stew. The stew is looking so yumicious. A friend of mine would say yumicious. Once again, a warm aquava to you. Look at that. You see, I told you it's not that thick and the perfect way. So now I'm adding in my mackerel. Yeah, I love my deer wool with boiled mackerel like this. I don't like the fried one, but you can use fried fish if you want to. Yes, it will never change your taste. Yeah, so it has been lowered and it's almost done. I don't want it to get cold, so I have put it to very low cry, and my porridge is almost done. So now let's concentrate here. This is how the owo is done. After the porridge is cooked, you take some, put it aside. This is my cassava flour. That is the kokunte. Yeah. Then you add the kokunte little by little. Then you start to stir, as you can see me doing, slowly before you start to press it against your pan. Don't worry, with the owo, then you will make a mess. Yes. So after you've mixed everything, you've got the stage that you want, then you'll be adding the porridge again. As I said, little by little once again. Dewo is not supposed to be like banku, yeah, or kukunte. No, it has to be very soft. And remember, if you are using about 2 or 3 cups of corn flour, you don't need to use 2 or 3 cups of kokunte. I will write everything in the description box, so please feel free to check it up, as I said. So now this is how I do it. As I always say, so I don't press and press and press. I boil hot water, put it around it, yeah, make a holes between it so that the hot water will help boil, penetrate through the how do you call it, the ehu or the TuoZaafi. That's how I do even when I'm making banku or fufu. Cover it, let it boil, then come back, flip it up, cover it again, let it boil before I come back again to press it again against the pan. That one, when you do it, you will not be pressing, as I said, for your hand to be hurting. Your food will get cooked immediately. You see the way it is? Yeah. But for here, if you are not experienced like Imelda, you have to be very careful here. And look at that. You see that I've changed my hand because it's not easy. Yeah. As I said, I was making it for my brother, but my children also love Gio. So I have to just leave some at home. And it's ready because of the way I prepared it. But it took me about 35 to 40 minutes to cook it. Yeah. So normally, yeah, you can do it the way I did it, or I have this my kwanta, which it has broken. So that's what I use to take the ihu. And look at that. in my asanka. This is whereby when you go to the choba in Ghana, yeah, that's how they do it. They will put it in the ayua or in a bowl like that. Look at that. Look at my ayoyo soup. It was green. Oh, I achieved what I want. Look at that. It was really green. Sometimes, when you're videoing, the camera, the light or the sunshine, me I make a massive krubi aya womb. Who one man na weather na sasa. Intina ma wono ma bi aye basa bi a won pese you see. So this is how dieho is being served. You put your ayoyo soup on it before you put the stew. As I said, you see, the stew is not that thick. Yes, it should be like a soup, but not too watery too. This dieho was so nice. I hope my brother will come and comment on this video. It was so yummy. Look at that. Look at the dieho. Why we dieho name? Do you see that? Look at the dieho. Ah, I am now a Santi Muslim. And look at the green. Yeah, I just put it against my leaves for you to see how green it was. It was so nice. Thank you for being with me today. God bless you. I love you so much. Bye-bye.